Hello, my name is Eric Meltzer, Training Specialist with the Office of Advisory Neighborhood Commissions. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to log in and access courses in our new learning management system called Absorb. First, from a web browser, it can be on your phone, it can be on a laptop, it can be on a desktop, it can be on a tablet. You're going to the site that you'll see here at the top of my screen, oanc.myabsorb.com. From here, you can use your username and password to log in. Your username is going to be in the format of your first name dot last name. If you are not sure what your username is, feel free to email me directly. I'll put my email address in the description of this video. Once you get logged in, you can click this little login button here, and then you'll see we have welcome. Going down here, let me go over some of the most important items that we have. First, we have My Courses. Under My Courses, you're going to all see ANC Commissioner Online Training. You can click anywhere in that box and it will open this up. This is where you're going to find each and every course that has been built for you to take, and you can go through these sequentially. Currently, we have 12 courses built and we're always adding more. If you think that there are courses you would like that are not yet created, feel free to email me directly. Next, once you decide the course that you would like to take, all that you need to do is click on the Enroll button here. Once you click Enroll and you come back to this in the future, it will say Resume. So let's go back to Resume for Understanding Great Weight. So from here, you'll see that we have our course that has loaded up. There's a couple different views that we have here. At the very top, we can choose view where we have a detailed view, and then we can also choose a view that is compact. I think compact is probably going to be a bit easier. You can play the button or play the course by clicking the play button. Here at the bottom, you can click and change the speed of the audio. And then once a slide has completed, you can click the next button here, and that'll progress to the next slide. If you need to exit the course, all that you do is click Exit Course here at the top right. And you can always come back and the system will remember the last slide that you were on. So let's leave the lesson. And so from here, you'll come back to your ANC Commissioner online training curriculum. And from here, you can always choose another course. A couple other things. If we go and click on Office of Advisory Neighborhood Commissions at the top, that'll bring you back to your dashboard. You can also go to Catalog to see a list of courses that are available. And just so you know, all of these courses, they are available in the curriculum just to make it easier to find, but they're also standalone courses here as well. You can pin a course at the top. You can also share a link to that. So you can copy a link to the course, and that'll be copied to your clipboard. Additionally, let's go back to the home page by clicking Office of Advisory Neighborhood Commissions. And then another thing here that you'll find useful is FAQs. These are some helpful answers to frequently asked questions like, what is an LMS? Why should I use it? And you can click on the down arrow here to see a bit more information. So a couple other things here. How do you contact an administrator? So this will have my email as well that you can click on directly and send me an email if you have any questions. Also, if there's any technical issues, you'll have this system administrator link, which will also send an email right to me. So how do you view courses that you complete? Well, you have a transcript option. So let's go up and back to our dashboard by clicking OANC dashboard. And then you'll see we have a transcript option. And this is where you'll have transcripts for each and every course that you have taken. And it'll show you what's in progress as well. But completed transcripts will be available here. And you'll see there's a score. So we're actually putting points with each course, and then it'll show you your completion date. Another thing we have at the top here is search. And so you could search for a course. You can also just search and ask any kind of question of the system. So for example, I can do a search for password and it'll show you this FAQ, how do I change my password? And then you can go right to that article. Next, we have the little envelope here, messages. So if there's any system messages, this is where you can get them. Additionally, we have your profile icon here, this little silhouette. And a couple things here of note. So this is where you can change your password if you want. And so another point of clarification is that your Absorb login is not tied to your Outlook login or to your Office 365 login. They are entirely standalone and unrelated. So you can change your password here. You can also edit your profile if you wanted to put a name in, if you wanted to put in a description, you could as well for your SMD and what your role is. Like, for example, if you're the chairperson or the treasurer. You can also upload a picture by clicking on the camera icon here. You can also see we have My Activity, and then we also have Settings. And so this is where you can get email notifications about new conversations. And then going back up to our home page, the dashboard. Couple other things. We also have a really helpful link to our OANC's YouTube channel, so you can watch our YouTube videos directly. And then we also have a leaderboard. So this is where you can see who has completed courses, and it's kind of like a little competition, so to speak. Not really competing, but you can actually see your rank, and every time that you complete a course, you get points. Going back to our dashboard, another thing here is that we're going to eventually have polls and surveys that will be added as the system grows. We'll go back to our dashboard. And that's really the main thing that you need to know about this. Again, if you have any questions about getting logged in, you're having issues accessing Absorb, feel free to email me directly and we'll get you all squared away. Thanks for watching.